Hello, Mr. Burt here again from Magnified Metals for another video about a fake coin and comparing it to the genuine article. So we're going to look at the Kruggerand. I'm going to pop over to eBay now and have a look to see what we got. So we've got a Kruggerand here, option of a 2022 or a 2020 Kruggerand. So we're going to opt for the 2021. Now for a 1 ounce silver coin, £4.89 for a 1 ounce coin. Sign me up. There's 56 of these already sold. This is just one listing, by the way. There was a lot of listings for these coins, Kruggerands and various other sovereign coins for a similar price. But here's the description here. It's 1 ounce and 999 silver, Kruggerand. So in the description there, right, so in the small print there you can see it says silver plated. So that's the first sign, apart from the price obviously, that something's not quite right about this. Silver plated. So that's not silver. There's some more bump. So anyway, I placed an order for this. This is the listing after I purchased it. But I purchased it, it got delivered. This is what come in the mail. It come in a little bag. The coin itself is in that bag behind the label. It came in a capsule as well. So this is what I got for my £4 odd. The description there classes it as fashion jewellery. So if we take it out the bag, you can see it in the capsule that it came with. So let's get it out the capsule and have a look, see what we got. So that's what we got then off eBay for £4 odd. Kruggerand 2020. On the face of things, I guess you would think it is a genuine Kruggerand. There's not much with these coins obvious security features wise. They're really quite bland, quite plain, not like the Britannias, the modern Britannias that are kind of two-tone. You got some matte silver, you got some shiny silver, and you got some motion features that change as you move the coin around. So I just so happen to have a genuine Kruggerand from the same year, 2020. So let's bring that in here on the right. So there's the genuine Kruggerand on the right, the fake one on the left. And the first thing you'll probably notice is the difference in physical size, the diameter. The fake one is noticeably larger than the real one. But other than that, at a quick glance, they do look pretty similar. So I guess to someone who's not experienced, or if you've not got the two together, that you could get fooled by this fake coin. So let's get them on the scales then. Fake one first. That's coming up at 29 grams. So that's the first red flag, or well, one of the first red flags. As we know, a troy ounce, as this coin should be 31.1 grams. So let's get the real one on. That's 31.3. So for this type of scale, I'll accept that. So this is the magnet slide test. So that neodymium magnet there on a real silver coin, when you tilt it at 45 degrees approximately, it should slowly slide down. But this, as you can see, is just sticking to the coin, indicating that it's not genuine. So here's the real one. That's what should happen. The silver slides down nice and slow. This happens because silver is known as a diamagnetic metal and has this effect with magnets. Alright, so let's have a closer look at this coin. What we're looking at now is the fake one. We're looking at the border and the head of the animal, which is a springbok. That's the national animal for South Africa. So we're looking at the head of the springbok there, and you can see it's got quite a long head, quite a long face. And note the outer rim there with those little spikes coming down from the rim. So we're going to look at the real one now, so we can see what that looks like. So you can see that instead of those spikes, those lines coming out from the rim, we've got kind of diamonds, almost like diamond shaped things coming down. And also the springbok animal's got a shorter, more stubbier face on the genuine coin. And the sheen and the colour is different as well. It's going to be difficult to tell unless you've got the two coins together to compare them. So where they are compared, you can see the difference in the face there of the springbok. The shorter, stubbier face on the real one, and a longer, more slender face on the fake one. You can see the font as well, where it says Kruggerand. It's kind of flatter on the top of the real one. So here we're looking at the 20, in addition to the rim of the coin there as well. You get another look at that. And there's a 20 on the real one. Again, different font. We look at the two together there. So here we're looking at the springbok's tail and hindquarters on the fake coin. And note that rim as well. Quite different on the real one. It's a bit fuzzy, this clip is actually. I think I've sharpened it a bit too much, sorry about that. Here's the two together. See the tail. The detail in the tail's quite different there. And the leg. So here we're looking at the ground that the Springbok's running on the fake coin. Not much detail there really. So now we look at the ground on the real coin. Quite a bit more detail there. And if you note on the left hand side there in those mountains underneath the back leg of the Springbok, you can see the security feature of this coin, or one of the security features of this coin, the only one I know of, where it says Kruggerand in the mountains. We'll have a closer look at that in a sec. Well, that's the two together there, fake on the left, real on the right. It's quite a difference in the level of detail there, as you would expect. Let's see if we can get a bit closer into that micro text in the mountains. So there we go, you can see on the real one on the right there, you got Kruggerand written in the mountains, microtext. Very difficult to see unless you magnify it. Probably wouldn't even know it was there. Difficult to replicate. As you can see, they've not even tried it on the fake one. Maybe they didn't even know it was there. And that's the right hand side of the ground that the Springbok's running on. Note again, a lack of detail on the fake one. You'll see the initials there as well, CLS on the right hand side. That's the initials of the sculptor who designed this side of the coin. His name's Kurt Lorenz Steinberg. Right, so there's another look at this side of the coin, and what we're looking at here is where it says fine silver around the edge. You can see that it's a different font, and also the W is noticeably shorter on the fake one than it is on the real one. I'm not quite sure what they were doing there. Does it match at all? Before we look at the other side of the coin, just thought I'd show you a few things that you really should have if you're going to be stacking metals. Is get yourself a set of scales. These are the ones I use, Triton T3. I think there was about 13 quid. Got a removable lid with some instructions there, and you can use these to weigh your coins to make sure they're coming up to where they need to be. You can change what you want to weigh in, different weight measurements, and you can zero the scales. Really easy to use. And for the price you pay for them, probably about 12 or 13 quid, it's worth having. Well worth having. You can also get one of these jeweller's magnifying glasses. Again, I got this off eBay for about £4 or £5 I think it was. And it lets you look up close in detail at these features that we've been looking at in these fake coin videos to make sure you got the real deal. Got like a little light on there, different lenses for different magnifications there. Well worth having. You can have a look at stuff. His little face. Now this is the obverse of the coin. So there we've got the face of Paul Kruger. Paul Kruger former president of South Africa. And that's where the coin got its name from, the Kruggerand. Kruger for Paul Kruger and Rand for the South African currency is called the Rand. So this is the fake coin. That's supposedly Paul Kruger. I think it looks more like Kenneth Williams off the Carry On films. Let's have a look at the real one. So, as you can see, completely different face, stubbier nose on Paul Kruger than there is on the Kenneth Williams lookalike on the other one. So this is the two together. You can really see it's a completely different face, different everything really, nose, eyes, mouth. So let's have a look at another area of this coin here. Let's have a look at the ear. As you can see, ear is also completely different. I suppose they had done a bad job of the sideburns. But the ear, that's like totally different here. I heard Paul Kruger wasn't happy about that. Yeah, that's the hair there. You can see the difference in the eye. I suppose they've not done a bad job of the hair. Let's have a look at the beard then. So there's the beard. You can see the differences. Finer detail in the real one. And that lapel as well. The lapel doesn't look too bad, I suppose. There's a look at the neck. Yeah, so that's it basically. The fake and the real Kruggerands. It's worth noting at this point that this is just one Kruggerand fake. There may be others out there that look a bit better, a bit closer to the original, but I'll give you an idea of what to look out for. Before I started stacking in 2022, the only time I'd heard of a Kruggerand was when I watched Lethal Weapon 2. But having got a few now, it's a really nice coin, as long as you get the real ones obviously. It's a nice addition to the stack. Just be careful, just be vigilant. These are available on eBay. People are buying them. You gotta wonder why they're buying them. And maybe they're gonna try and sell them and pass them off as the real deal, so be careful. Trot.